back to Me Personally podcast. We're traveling different places. Next podcast probably gonna be in the locker room of Boone Pickens Stadium.
That's gonna be crazy.
We might find our honestly might have to do the podcast at what's OU Memorial Stadium.
Travel around and do the podcast. Hey,
I don't even know where we do the podcast.
Let's
next.
do it.
But cue the intro. But episode 59 of Me Personally Podcast. I'm your host, Immanuel. I'm here with
Your boy Jack Johnny. Yes, sir. We in here.
Yes, sir. And let's just get right into it. Me going 3 to 5 in the predictions, with one of the predictions that I was wrong with, which I kind of knew it was Georgia Tech was going to beat them, because I don't trust Florida State as much as everybody else, as much they thought they thought they deserved to be in the college football playoffs, but just getting blown out by Georgia in the bowl game, the Orange Bowl, and then getting beat in Ireland by Georgia Tech. I don't know. Man.
I don't think anybody was surprised, really, though. I mean, everybody knows that Florida State is not really cut like that. Maybe. I got my prediction right, so y'all know who y'all know who I was rolling with, but I don't know. I just never seen Florida State as real contenders. Well, they haven't been real contenders since Jameis Winston era. Jameis Winston era, but yeah, I don't see Florida State with.
Bro, and this bum DJ Ugalele. I'm calling him a bum because he is a bum. He was supposed to be that guy to take over Clemson back when Trevor Lawrence left. That didn't work out. Okay, let me just go to Oregon State. Not Oregon, Oregon State. Maybe he can be the guy at Oregon State. Didn't work out. Transfer to Florida State. Okay, you already have a nice roster, good coach, historical good program. He has all the intangibles. Good arm, a little bit mobile, 6'4". He's a 6-year senior, bro. I'm pretty sure my sister used to go to Clemson. They both got into Clemson the same year. My sister's already working her job for a year or two. Graduated 2 years ago. He's still in school. That's he was supposed to be in the league by now. And he looks he's gonna look like he's gonna be a great CFL quarterback if he's lucky after this season. He just needs to step up, especially when they play against Boston College. Because Boston College will come there. And where do they play at?
They play at Florida State.
Yeah, Boston College will come in Florida State and upset Florida State, and they're gonna start off 0-2 for the season. I don't know why they still rank them 10 right now, but
never been a fan of DJ. Honestly.
I'm not a fan of someone if I can't pronounce your name. That's coming from me. People can barely pronounce my last name.
That's crazy.
I'm just not. If I can't pronounce your name, I'm not a huge fan.
193 and 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
He can't throw the ball more than 20 yards.
It seemed like he just be throwing check downs. He need to go back to the Pac-12 where they actually allow him to air it out. When he was at Oregon State, I think they aired the ball out a little more. Mm-hmm. But Florida State has always been
smart football.
Smart football, yeah. Never force anything.
But he has not had a season where he threw more than 3,000 passing yards, which I feel that's a good season for a quarterback in college football. Especially if you're playing the Pac-12, you should be throwing for 3,000 passing yards. But look, at Clemson, he played a couple games when Trevor Lawrence went out those couple seasons where he threw for 914 yards, 66 completion percentage. But that's the best he had. That season was the only year he has a good completion percentage. 54.7% for completion with 2,059 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. The year after that, he had 62.1% completion, 2,521 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. And then at Oregon State, 57.1%, 2,638 passing yards, and 21 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He's not accurate. Like, he's barely going over 50% for passing, especially
his longest passing touchdown 75 yards, and then after that, his second longest is like 59.
Yeah.
He's not really throwing the ball down the field like that, you know. So I mean, I don't know. Hey, he never really like grew on me. Like I feel like Tennessee's quarterback now has way more hype.
Well,
Nico, and he's gonna be much better than like DJ. Like, but I feel like DJ had a lot of hype when he like in his earlier years. He's old now, bro, and he's not like, I don't know, he's not what people think he is. Florida State is just still gonna be like mediocre. That's what that transfer portal do to you though. Like, it make you get comfortable and I feel like,
because you gotta think about like Clemson.
He could have stayed in some situations, honestly.
You gotta think about Clemson. Like, the reason why people were so hyped about them, because Clemson was trying to build themselves as, okay, we come out with nice QBs. You had Taj Boyd, then you had Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, 3 straight good quarterbacks for Clemson that all helped them win national championship or be competitive in the ACC.
Why do you leave?
Because, like, I'm pretty sure like those last 2 years he was getting benched for Cade Klubnik. So, which, you know, because he's like one of those QBs. Like, I saw someone said like, oh, he's the Josh McCown of Anthony Richardson's, like, quarterbacks that have like literally have all the talent. Like, for example, Joe Milton, he has all the talent in the world, but he never was able to put it together. Which I still like Joe Milton, but he still has all the talent. Only thing is he can't pass 20 yards, but he can pass for 80 yards, but he can't pass 20 yards. I'm trying to think about other quarterbacks that has like all the talent in the world, that has a big arm, can scramble, but can't put it together. He falls in that category of quarterback. But
that's valid. I feel like he could. I think that's why everybody is disappointed though, because he could be that and he's not that, you know. And he probably feel like he's getting a lot of hate, which he is, but like.
He's been playing since.
But he had many chances, bro. I feel like he been on some great programs too.
Yeah.
So like.
What, 5-star coming out, 101, number 1 in his position, number 2 national, class of 2020. So, it's 2020. No, I'm thinking about it. I've been saying he's been playing for 6 years. He's only been playing for 4 years, but class of 2020. Yeah, he's been playing for 4 years, but still, been there for 4 years.
You would think.
I
don't know. I feel like he's been on like 3 different squad, so I mean, he should just stay at Oregon State, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the only reason why he left because the coach left for Michigan State. Which, you know, if you believe in the coach, you should follow him to Michigan State. But he's like, Florida check probably like, here's that NIL. You know, think about, we were in Florida, man. Hey, I don't blame him. Florida. The women. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Like, if I was a recruit, I would say, like, schools that I would go to if I was a 5-star, if I wasn't a fan of Oklahoma State, because if I was a fan of Oklahoma State and was a 5-star, I would go to Oklahoma State regardless. But if I wasn't, Texas, Florida State, Miami, UCLA, or USC. See, I'm just thinking, that's what I'm thinking right now.
I'm not going to none of those schools. I'm not getting drafted if I go to those schools.
Hey,
but,
you know I'm gonna be like, I can't hear you. There's too much money in my. quarterback, I'm like, when they said, when I got that text on college football road to glory, you want to go to this party? I'm like, yes, sir. Coach texted me, I saw you went to this party the other day. You don't care about the team? I'm like, not really, to be honest. Hey, I'm still going to score touchdowns.
Hey.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, let's just go to the next topic before I keep on digging myself in the grave. So Colorado versus North Dakota State. If you seen like ESPN, Bleacher Report was talking like, the difference between a buffalo and a bison. I'm like, what are we talking about? But I guess they were low-key beefing on social media about buffaloes and bisons. But I guess the buffaloes beat the bisons.
How so? How does that work?
I don't know. Both of them are extinct anyway, so I don't know why they're arguing.
They're not extinct.
Are they not?
I don't think buffaloes are extinct, bro.
Like, aren't all buffaloes extinct?
Bro, there's no way buffaloes are extinct.
Only thing I know about water buffaloes is that VeggieTale songs. And you know what I'm talking about. I remember the water buffalo. You're as fast as my song.
Yeah, they're not extinct. It's still some alive.
They're near, they're close by being extinct. They're like a couple pew away from being gone.
Pew pew is crazy. I'm about to look up bisons. Are bisons extinct?
Okay, so
bisons aren't extinct either.
So they're more safe than a buffalo, okay? So I'd rather be a bison than be a buffalo at this point, but
I mean, rumble.
Rumble. My dad, they were bisons. But let me get back on. But
what is the difference? I'm about to look up. What is the difference between a buffalo and a bison?
We're doing research for you guys. Like, this is the hard reporting that most other big media don't do. We go deep in our research here at Me Personally Podcast. You know, if you want to join our research team, hit me up. You know,
the most obvious is the large hump on the back of the bison. Buffaloes don't have humps. Bisons have massive head, but buffaloes have a head smaller than a cow.
Hey,
buffaloes live.
I just heard bison is thick and has some head, so that's what I'm hearing right now. That's what I heard. So buffalo's flat, you know.
Buffaloes live in generally warmer climates than bisons. Also, bisons are.
So
they the real deal. They the tough ones.
So,
dang.
They can do the cold.
Hey, I'd rather be a bison too then.
Yeah.
Too bad they lost.
But yeah, they lost 31-26. So should we be more? Go back on football. Should we be more concerned about Colorado being so close with against North Dakota State, which North Dakota State is a top tier school in the FCS. You know, been one of the best schools in the FCS for like the past 10 years. Like Carson Wentz, you got the Trey Lance. He's a bum, but
only because of where he's at, or he ain't really got the opportunity around.
Bro,
hey, five INTs is crazy. But
yes, bro, he got drafted to the best situations out of all quarterbacks. Like,
I tried to save him. Maybe it's no saving him.
He can't this is what happens when you draft a quarterback that didn't play the whole entire 2020 season. He opted out. Well, he opted out that whole entire season during COVID. So which it was kind of a hard year to scout. You know, we had a lot of us in that draft. Mac Jones, I don't want to say it, but Fields a little key, but I'm still a believer in Fields. And then Zach Wilson, even Trevor Lawrence, not looking really hot from that draft class. You know, that was supposed to be the draft class. It's like, oh yeah, future Hall of Famers here.
It was a lot of quarterbacks in that draft. I guess that was the best draft. That draft was similar to the NBA draft this year. No shade to
NBA. Right, if we're talking about that draft class, I think the draft class after, that was terrible. The quarterbacks from that draft class.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the quarterbacks that were drafted aren't on their team they were drafted by anymore. Malik Willis, Matt Corral, who never got even a chance in the first place, and what's the dude's name? Kenny Pickett. Infamous on the pick because he keep on throwing picks for the Steelers. But besides, like, the close loss to North Dakota State, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter look amazing that game, especially Travis Hunter. I had people sending me highlights of Travis Hunter doing a catching the ball, like, what's it, like, in front of someone. Like, and what? Bleacher Report was saying, like, oh man, Patrick Mahomes said, like, he should not. No, it was Robert Griffin III who said, oh, he should not even play cornerback. He should just go play wide receiver. So what do you think? You think he should play wide receiver, or he still can be a two-way? No, he didn't say that. Someone else said it. It wasn't Robert Griffin III, but someone else said that. Robert Griffin III said he can play both ways in the NFL. So you think he can play both ways in the NFL?
He could, but I wouldn't want him to. He's I said it last week, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was last week. Then I said
I think he's gonna get drafted as a receiver.
Yeah, he's a dynamic threat, bro. I said that last week. He bro, what, 3 touchdowns yesterday? Had a
but
crazy
people say he
game.
low key played just as good as DB in that game too.
He did. As much as he showed his defensive skills last season, he put on an offensive performance yesterday. I think that game right there was literally a stamp. They made it an emphasis to get him the ball.
So but let's not forget about, he had a good performance, but his teammate Jimmy Horn Jr. 7 receptions, 198 yards, and 1 touchdown. As much as we're talking about Travis Hunter, we should also be talking about Jimmy Horn Jr.
They have a lot of talent on that team, and some of the players will get looked over just because of their names.
It's literally just their O-line, like the trenches. Like, who said? I think someone on their team said when he was playing college football, saying, like, yeah, y'all trash in the game, which is true. Their O-line is pretty bad.
But that's gonna be the emphasis. That's what all football comes down to. That's the difference between the Big 12 and the SEC.
We're physical.
And yeah, it's all about the O-line. So
Colorado
will have trouble this season when they play better defenses and offenses because Colorado's secondary is poo cheese. Not even gonna lie to you, they boo boo.
Bro, someone was saying, when I was in the crib room, someone was saying, like, oh, it's bad when you have the QB scrambling, the corner doesn't even pay attention because they get fake off by a fade and see the QB just run by past them or something like that. Like, which maybe it's the players or maybe it's the defensive coordinator that needed to work. Their offense is fine, but like back in the Pac-12, they was losing games when Stanford was scoring like 60 on them.
Every game that Colorado would win would be a shutout. I mean, like a shootout. Like it's all gonna be offense. Once they play a good defense and
which, even though the Big 12 also get 8 on defense, but their defense is more physical. Like, their defense is more suited against the pass than the run.
Colorado plays like CFB 25. Literally, like when you're playing an online game against someone, that's how Colorado plays. Like it's literally a shootout. They play like CFB 25, bro. And that's it. Like, it's bad. Their defense is bad. But yeah.
But we'll see how the season goes on because next week they play Nebraska, and then they play Colorado State at Colorado State. So they got 2 back-to-back games that they could lose because both of their games last year when they played against each other, it was close games. Then they play Baylor, UCF, Kansas State, Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and then us. But speaking about the Big 12, I think we didn't get a chance to touch on this, but we didn't talk about who's going to win each conferences. Let's start off with the Pac-12.
What?
What?
I don't know who this is, bro. Anyway, that's crazy. Bro, that's wild. Alright. You said what?
Well, we didn't get a chance to talk about predicting the conference winners for each conference, so let's start with the Pac-12.
Pac-12?
Well, Tupac.
Yeah. What? Who's in their conference?
Washington State and Oregon State.
Washington State, Oregon State, and who?
That's all.
What the heck? Colorado, Washington State and Oregon State?
Yeah.
Oregon State, bro.
Hey, I'm going with Oregon State too. And then let's go with the ACC.
ACC?
Yeah.
Clemson, I guess. I don't know. What is the ACC looking like this year, bro?
What does the standing look like? You know what?
I think I'm gonna go
with North Carolina State winning the ACC.
NC State.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Nah.
Hey,
Nah.
don't hate it.
I'm either going Clemson or Georgia Tech. No, not even Georgia Tech. I'm gonna just go Clemson, bro.
See, if I had to, I would say North Carolina State or
SMU went to the ACC.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Who does Georgia Tech even play? I don't want to say Georgia Tech right now because they play Notre Dame too, and they have to play Georgia. So
I'm going Clemson, bro.
yeah, I'm going with North Carolina State, man. NC State.
Cal moving to the ACC is crazy too. What?
Bro, like, it's called the Atlantic Coast Conference. I'm pretty sure that both Cal and State.
They just need to rename the conferences at this point.
Because
Or everybody move back.
There's 16 teams in the Big 12, and there's 16 teams in the and 18 teams in the Big 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Clemson.
Okay, who's gonna win the Big 10?
Big Ten is gonna be tricky because obviously Ohio State and Oregon are in there, but they got a lot of underdogs to not overlook, bro.
Yeah. Well, let's just get this out of the way. Penn State. Not in there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Not in there.
Me personally, Penn State, I'm not taking the disrespect.
They're bums.
I'm going to Ohio State. I'm going.
See.
Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State over Michigan.
As much it hurts me, it does hurt me, but Michigan lost a lot of talent.
Yeah, I'm going Ohio State over
New
Michigan.
coach too. New coach is always going to struggle the first year in. They're probably going to be back next year, but Ohio State brought in a lot of talent. One of my favorite quarterbacks played for Ohio State, so I'm going to go with Ohio State over Oregon. Oregon is just as good, which I want to root for Oregon a little bit too, because Jabbar Muhammad transferred from Oklahoma State, Washington, down to Oregon, which is crazy. He went to Washington, Oregon, but both squads are pretty tough. But new conference for Oregon, I don't really think they're gonna. I'm not saying they're gonna do good, but when it comes to the conference championship, the Big Ten is totally different from the Pac-12. Like, they actually care about defense.
Yeah.
In the Big Ten, unlike the Pac-12. Especially, we got Jim Knowles' defense down there. You have Michigan defense, even Penn State defense. That's the only good thing about Penn State. But I got Ohio State.
Yeah. Ohio State for me over Oregon.
Now the
over Michigan.
SEC.
SEC.
Yes.
Georgia.
I feel like this is just as tough.
I'm gonna go Georgia. Unfortunately, bro.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely Georgia.
Should I be different? Should I be weird?
Don't be weird.
Should I be weird?
Don't be weird, because that's being weird. You lose.
I'm gonna say something crazy like this. But give me Alabama.
Missouri's playing right now, ain't they?
Are they?
Yeah, I think so. Let me.
But give me Alabama. I like Joe Milroe. I like Kalen DeBoer. Every single school Kalen DeBoer goes to, he always wins. He's a winner. Even though Bama lost some players, but they also gained some players from Washington, from other schools.
They played yesterday. 51-0.
That looks like an SEC champion.
Nah.
But give me Alabama, if I'm being real. Since Saban's not there anymore, I think it's cool to root for them now.
I mean, when was it not cool to root for them?
It was annoying to root for them.
Why? Because they were winning?
Yes, I hate winners, bro.
But how can you hate Nick Saban, though?
I can't hate Nick Saban, but I can hate the fans. I got nothing but the time, man.
I mean, alright, I guess that's valid.
The toothless fans. Almost forgot about
I was like an honorary fan because I feel like every kid was like part of their dream besides going to the NFL was definitely to go to play for either their hometown or play for Nick Saban.
Well, maybe because I used to live in Tennessee, so I watched a lot of Tennessee Volunteers when I was a kid. And also like watching LSU. LSU was really one of like the first schools I like watching. You know, rumor has it I might well got accepted to LSU. You know. I can't find the email, but I knew I had the letter somewhere at home. Maybe it wasn't the main campus for LSU, but it says LSU on there.
That's crazy.
And then the American Conference.
I don't even know who's in there for real.
Tulane,
SMU.
Tulsa, UAB, Army, Charlotte, ECU, FAU, Memphis, Navy, North Texas, Rice, USF, UTSA, and Temple.
Tulsa.
Okay.
That's my pick.
I'm going with UTSA.
They were good a couple last year and the year before, I think. So
Yeah, last.
that's valid. I guess that's fair.
Alright, and then what we all been waiting for? Let's just go with it. Conference US. I'm joking. Big 12. Who you got for the Big 12?
Realistically, I'm gonna
Say
go.
Oklahoma State. We all know. We've been at this school for too long.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna give you the underdogs. Kansas, West Virginia. I think Baylor will turn it around this year in UCF.
Okay. But who's really gonna win it?
Who's really gonna win? I'm gonna say it's gonna be at Oklahoma State and Kansas.
Okay. Alright. Let's be honest. 2021, we should have won Big 12, but we didn't. 2022, we didn't. 2023, we didn't. People say, oh, 4 times the charm. I think we gotta give up on this dream about winning the Big 12 here. Like, let's be honest.
I think we could win the Big 12, bro. I think we can win the Big 12.
Teams, the reason why we did so good last year, because team wasn't expecting us. Like reason why we did good in 2021 and then we did bad in 2022. Because 2021, team wasn't expecting us to be as good. I remember we was like saying like we didn't even know who was going to start in 2021. We didn't know it was going to be Spencer or Shane Gilmore. Same thing in 2023. We was running a 3 QB system the first 3 weeks. We didn't start using Ollie Gordon until like week 4 of the season. So now that teams know how Oklahoma State's going to run, everyone knows who Ollie Gordon is, you know. He's been going around drinking and driving. Everybody knows who Ollie Gordon is. So like, especially when you saw games when he played against UCF, running under 50 yards that game, or when he played against Texas where Texas stopped everything. And when unless their offense finally comes up with something new to counter that, like, when the run game doesn't work, because there's going to be games when the run game won't work. What are we going to do? Can we really rely on Alan Bowman to save us in the game? Because Alan Bowman, Oklahoma State's all about big plays when they pass the ball. Like they're not really great at like
They're not throwing no check downs or
they're
short
not really a
routes.
check down team. They're all about big plays. Like
Big play, deep shot. And I feel like that's been our identity for a long time, especially since Casey Dunn was here, and that's all he knew. It was like play action.
But is Alabama like? I would say athletic. Like, can he really get the ball down the field like that? I don't think he can. Like, my dream would be like, oh, maybe Zane Forrest can come in week 3, week 4, maybe he can surprise us out here. But let's be honest, that's probably not going to happen because Mike Gundy's not really a coach to bench their quarterback after a couple bad games because he did it a long time ago with some quarterbacks when a quarterback threw 4 interceptions in the Big 12 championship game. I'm not going to say his name, but he had not been playing college football since 2022. So I'm just saying, it's Oklahoma State. Like, I'll say this, no offense. I'm the biggest Oklahoma State fan, no offense. But because I'm a big Oklahoma State fan, I'm so hard on my own team. Like, there's been years and years of me crying in my room because we keep on losing to OU. Because, we have a 12-0 season. Oh, he just comes right there. So, like, I just started learning. I think 2021 was the year that broke me. It was the year that broke me. I'm like,
Probably, yeah.
That was the year
I would
it broke
say
me.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably should have few tiers, bro. I shed many tears behind this team, bro.
So I don't think Oklahoma State's gonna win the Big 12. Like,
I think we will though. I think
I
we
can
will.
see us losing week 1 against South Dakota State, which I'll go on to that later. But the team I got winning the Big 12, I don't think it's going to be Utah. Teams always struggle when they go into a new conference. Yeah, Utah also have a new coach too. I don't think UCF maybe, but after seeing KJ Jefferson last week, I saw a meme of KJ Jefferson drops back for a pass, and it was like a dartboard, and it was just completely missing the dartboard. I'm like, okay, I guess he didn't play good last night. Carry on. And then next, Kansas. I think Kansas really have a good chance. But if I really got a team, I'll put my faith in that's gonna win the Big 12 based off of if they win week 1, West Virginia. If West Virginia, they really stole a lot of players and kept a lot of their veterans back. Mm-hmm. They have a good D line, good O line too. Their running back, when he was a true freshman year, had a great season freshman year, so he's gonna build off of that and bring back the same veteran quarterback. And then they brought in some pieces. The wide receiver, we might know him because he was nice when he was healthy at Oklahoma State, Jaden Bray, which was, I feel like that was a complete fumble. It's going to be another Jabbar Muhammad with him transferring away. Yeah. So I got West Virginia winning the Big 12. You can quote me on this. I'll see you in December.
We shouldn't let these players walk, bro. We can't let them walk, bro. Too valuable to our team. Like,
see, I got information.
And then you're letting them transfer to
conference,
a conference school or a school that is like winning,
better than us. Like Jabbar Muhammad went from Oklahoma State
to the national championship.
Like, bro,
what,
bro? Like, there's no way we could have used them last year, especially against Texas and Adrian Mitchell and Xavier Worthy. We could have used them against them too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro.
But I feel like that 2022 season, like I'm blamed when people transfer after that 2020 season. That season really broke a lot of players. Like, man, we were supposed to be good, but we suck. Like, this is honestly 2022 was as talented as 2021, but if we're really being honest, the most talented team we had was 2020, the year before we went to the Big 12 championship game. That was our really talented year. That was when we were supposed to go into the playoffs and everything. But then, Chuba Hubbard went from 2,000 rushing yards to 600. I don't know how that even happens. Spencer Sanders doing Spencer Sanders things, Gary, I don't know, I guess they give Gary Player of the Year to anybody in Texas. this school.
Hey, I mean,
But West Virginia winning the Big 12. You got me. Quote me on this. Go back this in December, or was it November? Whatever it is, December, November in Big 12. I'll be in Dallas.
we'll see. Oh, it's up in the air. OSU and West Virginia.
Or Kansas.
Or Kansas. But that's the top 3 teams in the Big 12 for you.
Yeah. But you ready for these predictions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Rapid fire.
All right. First one. Oklahoma State versus South Dakota State.
I'm going to take Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Ollie going to have 3 touchdowns and 186.
I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. As much as I want to hate on them, but I don't want to go tomorrow and then see my team lose like week 3.
That's going to be worse than Florida State, actually.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I might cry if we lose. I'm not going to lie.
If we lose the home,
you're going to see me. I'll be like,
if we lose the home opener, it's going to be worse than Georgia Tech versus Florida
I'm
State.
going to be like this.
We're going to get so much. Oh, my gosh. I can feel the dirt. I can feel filth already. Just all the dirt kicked on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can just feel it already.
Someone's going to be walking out the game like, man, you people sold us. But next game, South Carolina State versus Florida A&M.
Florida A&M.
All right, South Carolina State right there.
It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I like Florida A&M's performance.
I just like, honestly, I like Florida A&M because LeBron sponsored it.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that's why I was about to apply for them for school, but I'm like, I can't afford Florida. But I can afford LSU, which I got accepted to. You know, people say I didn't, but I did. But Temple versus Oklahoma.
I'm gonna go OU. By landslide. I don't think it's gonna be a close game at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go OU. As much as I want to hate on OU and put some love on the hometown school, it's gonna be OU.
Yeah.
If Temple wins, I'm running around the whole entire campus without my shirt going, "Go Owls!" But it's not gonna happen. No, dreams are just dreams. TCU versus Stanford.
Interesting. I'm gonna go TCU. Stanford's still new.
I'm going with TCU
new
too.
to this, so.
Yeah. Clemson versus Georgia.
Can we circle back to that one?
Okay, let's circle back.
I don't know my answer to that yet.
I got it. All right, let's go with Florida schools. Florida versus Miami.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the U.
I'm going with Florida, man. See, this is what separates us from losing and winning. Let's remember this, okay? Let's remember
This is gonna age too well. This is gonna age too well, bro.
This is the difference between
Alright.
why I go undefeated on these picks.
Alright, this is gonna age too well, bro.
Alright, Notre Dame versus Texas A&M.
I'm gonna go Notre Dame.
To be honest, I don't even know who plays for Texas A&M.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't even know their coach.
They have them ranked, but I don't know why. I don't like. Maybe it's my part for doing bad research, but I don't even know who plays for Texas A&M, so I'm going with Notre Dame. USC versus LSU.
LSU.
USC.
Really? Crazy.
Final.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is separation right here. Boston College versus Florida State. This is Monday night college football right here.
Florida State would probably bounce back. In a close one.
I got Boston College. Oh yeah. West Virginia versus Penn State.
I'm gonna go West Virginia.
I'm going with West Virginia, man. Bro, country roads. I've got the rest of the lyrics. Sweet Carolina, eat Pitt. If West Virginia's watching it, yeah. The whole entire family's at that game but me. I'm like, bro, don't see the pictures, bro. Yeah, that's all Pat McAfee was there. I'm like, I'm like, please tell me you guys went there. And my mom's like, who's Pat McAfee? I'm like, please, you gotta at least go to the big noon kickoff tomorrow. We don't do that. You guys don't love me, okay?
Hey, that's the game of the century.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I just need college game day to come down to Oklahoma State, which I feel they're never coming down to Oklahoma State in 20 years. Only game they probably would is probably Utah. Yeah, but if they didn't come down 3 years ago when OSU was in the top 10 and OU was ranked in the top 10, and they come down for that, or they come down when we play our last Bedlam game ever, they're never gonna come down here. The ESPN hates Oklahoma State. Or you want to say they hate the state of Oklahoma, but let's say they hate Oklahoma State, so.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's been a while. It's been a while, bro.
I think last time was 2017 when Mason Rudolph threw 2 interceptions against OU, 62-52. I cried that day. Cried like a female dog.
Darn,
My
man.
dad was laughing.
That was a shootout, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I wish Mason Rudolph knew the difference between crimson and orange. That's when it became a defensive school. That's like, you know what? This thing's not really working out for us.
Yeah.
This offense thing's not working out.
Let's go get Jim Knowles.
Let's go. Yeah, but we gotta circle back to this. Clemson versus Georgia.
I'm going to go Georgia because of their defense. But I want the upset. Definitely.
Let me look at this matchup right here, because am I really familiar with the Clemson roster as much as Georgia? Probably not. Let me look right here. Number 1, Clemson. Key matchup, Carson Beck, players to watch.
11 a.m.
Yeah, I saw 12 interceptions from Kate Klubnik last year. Yeah, give me Georgia. I'm sorry, I just like.
Yeah, I'm going to go Georgia, bro.
Yeah, so, yeah, just remember when I go 10-0.
I think I could go 10-0. But realistically, I think I'm going to go like 6-4.
I'm being realistic. I'm going 10-0. I'm going undefeated. I'm going undefeated.
This is going to age well. Both statements.
But CeeDee Lamb saw the money.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. He got paid. This way, I should have pulled this up before. CeeDee Lamb got paid 4 years, $136 million extension. So, what's your thoughts about the contract? Because it says that he's getting paid more than his 1 year of money. He's getting more money than all 7 receivers on the Packers, which they beat them in the playoffs.
Hey, it's about time. Honestly, it's about time Jerry Jones paid him.
Jerry Jones thinks he's still in the 60s.
Do you see how he was trying to basically tell CD to like take care of his money or whatever? Mm-hmm. I was like, bro, I don't think CD's the person you have to worry about. Honestly, I would have paid CD before I would have paid.
Dak.
Yeah.
Next, they got paid Mike. If they're not careful, I feel like Micah would. Like Micah looks like he will leave Dallas. Like,
definitely, he don't want to be there. He
wants to be an Eagle. We
yes.
all know it.
He want to go back to Philly.
Mm-hmm. Even I don't know why we want to go back to Philly, but in my opinion, the city of brotherly love. No. But yeah, Philly. He definitely wants to come back to Philly. Like, if not Houston, I'll say Houston since he does all those little podcasts with CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but finally they got him paid. And the only people who's really waiting for contracts now is really Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, because they only give T. Higgins a franchise tag, and Jamar Chase is holding out for a contract extension, which like Jamar Chase is not gonna get paid this year. If they didn't pay T Higgins, they're not gonna pay you, Jamar.
Yeah.
Real quick. So, which it's the Bengals. Bengals, even though they've been good recently, like they are a cheap franchise. Like there's cheap owners in the NFL. I feel like NFL owners are like the most cheapest owners in professional sports, in my opinion, besides the Oakland A's. But
besides the Oakland A's.
I don't even know baseball. I just know Oakland's cheap. Like,
yeah.
Like that's what only I know. Like just from what's that movie called? Moneyball, something like that. I just know off of that it is cheap. But like NFL owners will sell their leg, their arm, their heart, their soul before they would pay a player. So it's gonna be a while. Just like the 49ers were, pay Brandon Ayuk, which really was the same contract that he would have got earlier in August. 4 years, $120 million extension, which well deserved, but I feel like he kind of did him dirty.
Yeah.
I don't know why Adam Schefter tweeted.
They kind of held him hostage, honestly.
Adam Schefter said, in the end, Brandon Ayuk accepted the same deal that has been on the table since August 12th, per league sources. He held in and did not alter any part of the new 4-year, $120 million extension. He took the same deal that he'd been there in the previous week, whole and over. I'm like, bro, what's the point of tweeting that? Like, you don't want to say all that. Like, we know, but like, you didn't say, oh yeah, all this for nothing. You may say, yeah, it is for nothing. But
basically, yeah. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I don't think it was his fault at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, the 49ers didn't give him like a real option, I guess. But and he been talking about leaving. Well, we've been having this discussion that he was probably going to leave way before the season even started, him and Debo. But like,
I feel like players low key on the 49ers don't really want to play for the 49ers.
They don't want to be there. You can tell. And then,
like maybe it's the culture. Like there's like maybe it's just the culture there. Like, but it's hard playing in San Francisco, especially the 49ers controversial pass of suspending players for taking a knee. Like it's hard to play for a franchise that haven't they're just as the 49ers are just like the Cowboys. They have not win.
One thing I noticed about the NFL, it's like a business, and so like whatever he says kind of goes. Thing, especially when it's your money on the line, kind of. So like, I mean, like I said, I feel like they just held him hostage. It was kind of like all right, I'm not gonna be put in a better position because they're not gonna trade me. There's not gonna be like any offer on the table good enough for me to go to a better position, and they're not trying to pay me more than what they have already offered me. So I mean, I guess I might as well just take this and just.
Because maybe he doesn't like playing under what's his name?
Oh, Shanahan.
Yeah, maybe he don't like playing underneath Kyle Shanahan. Maybe he doesn't play underneath the OC or doesn't want to play for that ownership. Because, he really want to go to Pittsburgh. Let's be honest, Pittsburgh's not as good as the 49ers.
Now he has to settle with less touches and whatever. I mean,
he probably won't have, the same amount of stats, but, like I said, maybe it's just the situation he just didn't want to Tyreek Hill left.
I feel like the camaraderie is going to be off as well.
Because some of his teammates wasn't even saying they were teammates anymore because they thought he was gone off the team. So they were just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But good thing this didn't happen because I would have cried. The 49ers was prepared to trade Ayuk to the Steelers for a second and a third-round pick. And they was doing a 3-team trade. And one of those teams was the Broncos that was sending my favorite player, Cortland Sutton, to the 49ers. I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why? Why would they trade the only thing that would make me want to root for this team? But good thing he didn't. Cortland Sutton, he's, in my heart, he's top 10 in the league. He's top 10. Bro, those games, he made Russell Wilson look like a good quarterback. He had everybody fooled. Bro, that game when he caught the ball against the Bills, toes in, bro, I swear I lost my voice that day. I lost my voice.
Yeah.
Next day I was passing. But, so the Steelers said they're starting Russell Wilson over Justin Fields. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not surprised, honestly. I don't know. I guess we'll never get to see what Justin Fields is really like, bro. I think we all knew what was gonna come when week 1 rolled around. I think I even said that Justin Fields was gonna start, but you know, that's just how I gotta be for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I said, I feel like it's not gonna last that long after their week 2 loss to the Denver Broncos. No bias happens, and Russell Wilson threw let's say 3 interceptions against 2 Patrick Surtain or something like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna bench him the week after. Give Justin Fields. I feel like Justin Fields is Mike Tomlin knows it, but he wants to give Russell Wilson that one last chance, and then hang out the curtains because Mike Tomlin, he doesn't like to lose.
Yeah.
If Russell Wilson seems like he's gonna lose their games, he will in a heartbeat. I can't stand, but in a heartbeat, switch out Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. So I don't think it's the end of hearing Justin Fields starting, but I feel like by the end of the season, when it gets to playoff time, Justin Fields will be a starting quarterback.
Yep.
In my opinion, me personally.
Definitely.
But last thing for the NFL, Malik Neighbors for the first time. Well, the New York Giants for the first time. Someone on the New York Giants will be wearing number 1 for the first time in 90 years. Malik Neighbors. So you think Malik Neighbors can be one of those next wide receiver greats for the Giants?
No.
You don't think so?
I mean, he'll be a nice wide receiver. I don't think he's going to be like. I don't think he was worthy enough to retire the number.
Really?
Maybe I should say that.
Okay.
I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to. I'm not saying he's going to be like boo boo or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm just not hyped about the retirement.
Retiring a jersey.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure that they have to retire a jersey. You got to think about all the receivers for the.
Because now you have to retire that jersey.
Because you got to think about all the receivers that came for the past 90 years. That probably want to wear number 1. And then, like, no, what's some retired jersey for this rookie right here? You have, it's low-key crazy. Like, if he doesn't be in the, like, I feel like he's on as much pressure as CeeDee Lamb, not CeeDee Lamb, Caleb Williams. For
CeeDee Lamb, too, since he's wearing 88.
Yeah. It's like wearing 88 for
Dallas. Yeah.
Like, it's a legacy you got to carry on when someone has to unretire the jersey.
Now he has to retire that jersey. So he has to put up crazy numbers. He has to put up like
Daniel Jones looks good.
he has to put up like Megatron numbers. Literally.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk about Steph Curry staying with the Warriors for one more year. 1 year, $62.6 million contract extension.
Why did they have to resign this bro? Sorry for cussing, bro. Like, bro, I'm tired of Curry, bro.
Bro. I'm tired of seeing this guy on the Golden State
I was just cheering for bro, but now I'm back to hating.
Bro.
Now I'm back to hating because that was back to the NBA.
I guess the Olympics was the last time I ever remember him.
Well, I'd rather him sign with Golden State than sign with anybody else.
Yeah, if you was on the Lakers, I'd been more mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad, but I ain't.
He was retired.
Yeah, at least he didn't go sign with the Lakers, or he ain't go sign with like the Suns, or like, you know.
Yeah. He's some underman, you know. if you're really that good of a player, you can win a championship for the Thunder. Let's just prove it, okay? KD couldn't win a championship. Maybe you could win a championship for us, Curry. You know, I can see nobody now. Curry, Shea, Chet, J-Dub, LeBron James, and then KD and Michael Jordan from the '90s. That's a championship right there. Right. But at least he's not going to the Lakers because everybody thought that, oh, maybe he's going to the Lakers. He made a post with LeBron. He took out point guard for the Golden State Warriors. But, hey, maybe he was just happy that he wanted to go medal, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. He's still balling, so he deserves $62 million for 1 year. That boy getting paid.
Losing the plan, but...
Hey, he don't even got nothing else to prove. He just about to rack up his points at this point.
Mm-hmm. Get above on the scoring.
If he somehow gets another ring before he retires, bro.
Yeah, he's top 5.
He's already top 5 for me, honestly.
I have him top 10, but I don't have him top 5.
Really? I gotta put Kurt. Maybe not like goats. Maybe not like goats, but like when it comes to like changing the dynamic of a game.
Yeah. I would say like only thing that really hurts for me for Curry, besides the 2022 Finals, which in my opinion was like one of his best playoff performers. He would have games in the finals when he was playing with KD who have a good game and then have 1-2 bad games and someone else would step up and then win Finals MVP over him, which, you know, it's opinions of the media, which is kind of crazy. They gave Andre Iguodala even because they say, oh, he did great defense on LeBron. LeBron was averaging 30 against him, so it was a really great defense. I don't know why they didn't Curry that year, but like, and I just remember in 2017 and 2018, he would have 1-2 good games and then he would have to go on like, you know how Curry is in January, go on a shooting slump in the finals, so then KD had to step on, and that's how he won Finals MVP. So I just feel like it kind of does hurt him that some playoff games, like he will kind of disappear for a little bit, which, you know, it happens to everybody.
It happens to all the best players. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
yeah, and maybe I'm a little biased.
I think I got a hot take, bro.
I'm a little old head. I kind of like Magic Johnson a little bit more, just from like what him and Larry Bird kind of did with the NBA. Like before that. People was doing in the NBA. Like, people was out here. The Franklin Saint, you know.
Alright, I'm not going to say this hot take because it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but this is just going to be for another day. I'll let you read it later.
You can say it now.
Nah, because it's going to turn into
a whole argument?
Yeah. And I feel like we need like a guest on the
okay.
And I got a guest in mind, so
okay.
I think they might have to stay tuned for this hot take.
Okay. All right. But like I said, week by week, I'm going through every single 2 teams for each side of the conference and give you guys a little recap about their teams, what they are, my thoughts and his thoughts about it. And the next 2 teams, like I said, the Detroit Pistons and the Houston Rockets. So back in 2021, they were both had top 3 picks: Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. People said they can go either way, but Pistons went with Cade Cunningham. Rockets were with Jalen Green, which, you know, Cade Cunningham for the past 3 seasons looked great. Jalen Green, rookie season looked good. Sophomore, junior year, so. But last year, halfway through the season, he started putting production up. And I feel like the Pistons and the Rockets, like last year, were in 2 different places. Pistons, the worst team in the league. It kind of shocked me how bad they were because they had former Coach of the Year, which I feel like he shouldn't have been fired in the first place. I felt like it was just a bad roster. First pick overall, Cade Cunningham. 5th pick overall, Jaden Ivey. Jalen Duren, who was like a double machine, which Thunder should have drafted. But who else is on that team? Well, those are like the 3 big players. Like, you have 3 lottery players that even drafted. And what's the other Thompson brother?
Asar
Thompson. Yeah, so you have 4 lottery picks for the past 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. And if you want to include Killian Hayes, because Killian Hayes was also a lottery pick the year before they drafted Cade. Mm-hmm. So, which Killian Hayes is not on that team anymore, but. And then you got former Coach of the Year. It just, like bad moves were made from the Detroit Pistons front office. That's why they got rid of the GM and brought in a new GM and president of the Basketball Association. Compared with the Rockets also brought in a coach that was in the NBA Finals not 2 years ago, and they had. I feel like both teams were similar, but they felt like they lacked that veteran presence, so they brought in Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Jeff Green, like players that impacted playoff teams that can help the younger guys. When the games get close, when you have to slow down the ball, how to calm down, how to not turn over the ball, how to not make dumb decisions, how to act on the court and off the court. So I feel like that's the reason why the Pistons kept on going down low, because who they added came Alec Burke, Bojan Bogdanovic, compared to Fred VanVleet, who was in the NBA Finals not that long ago. Dylan Brooks, not saying like
It just starts with the front office.
It needs to start with the front office. It starts with the culture. Like, as much as like Monty Williams, I think Monty Williams didn't really bring in the culture as much as.
He's just a good coach, but it just starts with the front office. It starts with the ownership and the GM. Mm-hmm. You just gotta have the right people to bring in the right pieces, because if you don't, then it's just gonna look with how they have like a poverty franchise right now. Mm-hmm. And so it starts up there. As soon as that gets turned around, which might not happen anytime soon, unfortunately.
Well, honestly, I like their new hire, the Pistons' new hire as coach. I feel like Jaden Ivey and K, but mostly Jaden Ivey, he's gonna have a huge jump, because JB Biggerstaff did with the Cleveland Cavaliers, how he was able to get Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland to coexist with each other. I feel like he's gonna be able to do it with both of those guards. He's a really good coach for guards, so I got them probably playing the play-in tournament, 9th seed, 10th seed. They're going to have a better year than last year, definitely. So, hopefully, they have a good, they have an approved team. Them drafting Ron Holland, he can't shoot, but drafting Ron Holland. So, which I feel like Ron Holland was like that sleeper player in my mock drafts.
Yeah. On the other hand, Houston Rockets look scary.
Houston Rockets, top 6 seed in my opinion.
It looks scary.
Say that right there. They're coming into their own. Like, I can't.
And it's really because Jalen Green has grown into the player that he's grown into.
And Alvin Sengun, next Jokic, was a Thunder drafted, but
hey,
Ray Mack, Alvin Sengun, my heart. But that's what I have for the Detroit Pistons and Houston Rockets, man. Like, Detroit Pistons have not been good since, like, last time they were good, we barely can talk.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about. That's the last time they were good. Like, last time they were good, I probably was wearing a Ben Wallace jersey when I was a baby.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But last thing, so it's that time of year next week. I feel like every year I go through this cycle. I'm not getting NBA 2K this year. This game's trash, and they want to do that gameplay. I'm like, I don't know.
I did see a reason that I might get it. Rivet City.
Yeah, I saw that.
Rivet City, and they bring all the old Sunset Beach, Old Town. They bringing all the parks back. I just don't want to walk around the town or the city, whatever you call it, the neighborhood, just to go to a quick game
I'm not
I'm
not gonna lie. I got 2K really late last year. I got in April because the how PlayStation has
the deals,
the reward things.
Yeah.
You get coins, and I use those coins to get $20, and 2K was on a deal for $20, so I just got 2K off of that. I got a deluxe edition for $20.
Yeah.
Fact, so. That's the only reason why I got it.
And that's how you know it's getting bad, bro, when you wait so late.
I didn't pay a dime for that
2K
game.
is not good anymore, bro.
So,
but hopefully they try to change it around, the gameplay or something. They just need to make it back fun again.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not play Park at all. I only played Rec. That's the only thing I did, because I did not feel like...
Park was bad, bro. Park was so bad.
Man, I was low-key doing... I'm not saying I was I'm not crazy good. I'm kind of rusty from 2K20. Like 2K20 was my prime, but like
2K16 and 17 went so crazy, bro.
Bro.
Oh my gosh, those
so
days were
I had
wild.
2K16, but I had on the 360, so it wasn't like everybody else's experience. But I did play like on some of my friends' console, which I loved playing 2K16. That made me got Xbox One, where I played 2K17. I remember maybe this Playmaker, man, Orange Juice, man. Shout out Orange Justice. Shout out Michael B. Jordan, man. Teammate right there, you know.
Orange juice.
Helped me do it when my girlfriend broke up with me in the game. I got 60 on that game. But
orange juice. Right, that is so crazy.
Even me and my brother started doing that. It was like, orange.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I was low-key nice in American 2K24. I was like dropping 25 and 8. Hitting half-court shots after half-court shots. I'm not doing it.
Hey, that takeover was wild.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you could. Hey.
But it's the new takeover.
2K.
The new takeover for this game is like 60 different takeovers. That's like, I'm like, all right, you got me into it, and they start saying like that. I'm like,
bro, that just means people are gonna be overpowered, bro. Mm-hmm. And that ain't even fun. Like, I'm tired of the cheesers, bro. We gotta get 2K away from the cheesers.
Like, remember in 2K20 the two-way slashing playmakers?
And the speed boosters before speed boosting got patched.
See,
unless it's back unpatched.
See, the thing is, when I was making my build on 2K20, even though it said two-way slashing playmaker, I was not like those other two-way slashing playmakers. That builds came out like after like 2 patches.
Yeah.
I got the game when it first came out. And all my friends say like, oh, they're making shooters. So I'm like, you don't really know how to make a shooter. I'm like, okay, I'm not really too good at shooting, so I'm gonna focus on defense, playmaking, and slashing.
Yeah.
So straight all that with no shooting besides the free throw.
I always had like a shooter. My guard was always a shooter, and then my bigs would be like, two-way stretch big. Mm-hmm. Like my big can shoot. Mm-hmm. Like I always focused on that, but.
This year,
I never made any wings, bro. And people were making wings and dominating the game. Like,
see, I can never make a wing. Like, even like when I'm playing play now. Like, if I'm playing play now, I'm only scoring with the point.
Like they're literally making Andrew Wiggins like 99 overalls type.
like 2K19, the lockdown defenders, bro. I remember I was playing with my friends. I'm the only like 85. Everyone else is like 60. We go against 399 lockdown defenders. I'm like, okay, they can do everything. Like,
I'll never forget one time I was playing with my stretch big and I had all 22 and threes. Like, and we were running in the park and it was threes. It was like me, and 2 of my friends versus like some 99 mascots, bro. And at the time, I think it was what 2K16 when the rank were like the All-Star and then it went to Legend. Yeah, they were like Legend 3s, bro. And they were all 99s. And I had to face another stretch big. We won the game because I had all 22 points. And I just happened to be hitting that game. And it was surprising.
Bro,
but
I remember 2K20, me and my brother was up till like 5 a.m. playing this game because we were so close to becoming like an all-star, not all-star one, superstar one.
Yeah.
Where you can take off your shirt and everything.
Yeah.
Bro,
I couldn't wait to get to Superstar 1, bro.
We were just,
see, 2K need to go back to the old, like the old day, like
not like this
with rep.
Battle Pass.
And every time you switch parks, you lose rep. Like, I think they just need to go back to the basics, bro. I feel like if they bring that back, clip this and make it something, bro. Like you know, like. Bro, people know what 2K should go back to. You see how NCAA...
2K needs to be a lockdown. That's what they need.
No, facts. You see what NCAA did. They listened to whatever the fans
and they're still fixing it, too.
And they still upgrading and patching and... like, actually, just today, my game said I couldn't start it without updating it. So it's updating, like, as we speak. I feel like if 2K just does that, bro, and just go back to the old days... you'll get way more sales again than... Because 2K, bro, y'all come out with a game every year, and I feel like it has gotten worse since 17 every year.
The thing is just like no competition. Like the last time there was a game to compete with 2K was NBA Live 19. And
Yeah, 2K just got comfortable, I guess.
They're like, oh, no one else is making games.
But
the reason why Madden, like, seem like Madden try, you know, it's
EA, if EA can make a game, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if EA can make a college basketball game,
bro, I'm
to give 2K some comp,
bro, I'm so on that, bro. On the state we're winning natties and
bro. EA basketball, I think it won't happen because the game would have to be just like so dynamic.
yeah, bro.
And it's gonna be a lot.
There's already a lot of players for football, and there's like a lot of teams for basketball because it's not like football. There's only FBS. Yeah. Every school in D1.
Yeah. And anybody could make that dang tournament. So, and the tournaments were like, how many teams? It's
like 60. No. Yes.
62.
Like 62, something like that.
Yeah. 68 or 62,
Like,
one of those.
between 60 to 70.
Yeah. But like, yeah. It would be crazy. I think that's why it won't happen. They would only have to. It would only have to be like.
Yeah. But 2K24 probably has to wait for a little bit. Maybe when it gets to Christmas time, I would get it. You know, I saw that BO6 is about to see it come out soon. Like maybe I might get back into COD, man. Even though I suck at first person shooting game. Like if you ever, bro.
Man, I want to play first person shooter games so bad, but every time I say I want to play it, I get on there and I get smacked.
Yeah, bro.
And then I'm like, bro, I'm not playing this anymore.
I suck at Fortnite, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you see me play Fortnite, it is a hard watch. I remember one time I was streaming. Like I'll probably put the clip right now, but I was streaming and I was like looking for this person. There was only one person left. I don't see him. Literally in my corner of my eye, I just see someone moving around. I'm like, I don't see him. And then I finally see him. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm missing all my shots. I finally hear him. I'm like, yes, and actually kick the plug of my game.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, but want to shout out your socials?
Yes, sir. Not J.Jack on Instagram. The real J.Jack _ on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, man.
Primetime.coff on Instagram and TikTok. For the Texas, Florida, Miami, USC, UCLA girls out there, you can add me on Snap, Primetime92, man, or follow me on Instagram, DM me, hit me up later. I'm like travel. If you want some of the cloud, I do have a TikTok that low key at 1.3 million views. I'm not just putting that out there, but follow the podcast on Me Personally Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X. Try to think Spotify, Apple, YouTube Shorts. SoundCloud, even though I have not posted on SoundCloud in over 5 months, but only posted that one episode on SoundCloud. But iHeartRadio, Amazon Music for the bougie people, I guess. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah,
Go Pokes.
Go Pokes, man.